Club Brugge nil, Arsenal 3. It would be surprising if I told you that both Club Brugge and Arsenal both have the same number of shots, 16 each. And that was how the game was. Essentially, I know Arsenal won 3-0, but there were a lot of opportunities that Club Brugge had in the game. They could have got a lot more, well, they could have scored a goal for starters, and they had chances to do that. They had clear-cut chances, but they just weren't able to finish. And I think that the lineup that Arsenal played today was absolute madness. I mean, I know I wanted rotation, and I'm happy to see so many different players play, but to see Norgard play at centre back was something that no one saw coming. If anyone made a prediction for Norgard to play centre back, I mean, you have to be lying, because that is just the madness of Mikel Arteta's tactics, and it worked. Does that mean that he should play Norgard on the weekend against Wolves? I don't think so, but in the Champions League, especially against a club like Club Brugge, essentially, it was good. And I think that he was okay, but I did think there were very shaky periods, and I think that if Club Brugge were more clinical in this game, then they would have scored. And I think a big thanks has to go to David Raya. Now, I get it, a lot of people wanted more rotation, probably Kepa to come into this game, possibly, especially against Club Brugge, but if we didn't play David Raya, then this game would have been a lot more different, and Raya basically saved Arsenal today. The period that Club Brugge had, where they had the ball, had their chance, and just weren't able to finish it. It was, I mean, it wasn't meant to be for them, essentially, and Raya really did his thing. And I think a good player that I thought played really well today, especially from Club Brugge, was that Forbes guy. I heard that he played for Manchester City before, the youth team, and to see the way he was battling against Lewis Skelly, he won a lot of battles against him, and I think that he was able to get past him. Unfortunately, like, his finishing wasn't the absolute greatest, and it was always going towards the goalkeeper, and that was just how it was throughout the whole game. But anyhow, 3-0, dominant performance. Special shout out Noni Madueke. That first goal, probably the goal of the month in my opinion. That was an amazing screamer goal, and the second goal he scored was well positioned. It was a great ball in from Zubimendi. I know Zubimendi has not had the best of games as of late, and this game I don't think it was his best game either. He was losing the ball quite a bit. He still looks quite leggy. I do think he needs to be on the bench or maybe just rest up a few games. However, that pass that he did, that cross that he did to Noni Madueke was really good, and Noni Madueke was at the right place at the right time, tap in with his head, and that was it. And I think that their goalkeeper for Club Brugge wasn't very good. I didn't like what I was seeing from him. His positioning was quite bad. Sometimes where he was meant to catch the ball instead of punch it. I mean, those are the things, those small things, that's how you tell the quality of a goalkeeper, where they're able to collect the ball and instead of punch it. I think for me, that's one thing that I really like, is a standout tell for me, especially when it comes to judging goalkeepers. And Martinelli, my god, like, that goal was an absolute screamer. I know he's tried that so many times and it's never really panned out, but he was able to score a screamer himself, especially outside the box. And then after he scored that goal, prior to that goal, he wasn't able to pass his man, essentially, which is quite normal of him. But after that goal, he was actually getting past him and was beating him, dribbling past him, doing skills, outpacing him, which is something that I really like to see. I want to see Martinelli do that a whole lot more often, and especially in the Champions League. 5 goals in 5 games, remarkable stuff in the Champions League, and long may it continue. I'm really happy about that, and I hope that he's able to continue it moving forward and maybe apply some of that into the league. But if not, then just keep doing what you're doing in the Champions League, because we really need that. Overall, I thought Odegaard was being the general that he was. He was all over the pitch. He really helped the defense in the sense of just keep coming back, playing deep and collecting the ball and really dictating the play. I thought that Gyökeres was getting more into the groove of things. He doesn't look 100% sharp yet, but I think that he was getting better in his hold-up play. I did think he was getting passes through, but I just need to see him more on the ball. I need to see him do things with the ball, getting past players or getting some through balls or just getting the ability to have clear-cut chances. And I think that with Gyökeres, he'll be a little bit disappointed today, in my opinion. I think that he should, if there was a game to get a goal in, this would have been the game. I mean, there'll be another chance against Wolves, but I think today I wanted a little bit more from him. I think Marino was fantastic. He was doing, like, it's nice to see him in his proper position, and I thought that he did quite well. And overall, Lewis Skelly, when he came on, he looked better in my opinion compared to his previous games. Forbes was giving him a tough time, but I think especially in this game and especially against Wolves, he'll build up his match fitness and his run in the team, and I think he'll just get better and better. So I think it's a lot of people need to lay off him, in my opinion. Like, chill out. Like, Lewis Skelly will come good. People have bad form, it happens, but he'll be all right, so there's nothing to worry about. And Benny Blanco, my guy, Benjamin White, what more can I say about him? He's really proving his run into the team, and he's really putting his name in the hat, especially for the game against Wolves. So I think that is something to look out for, especially with Timber not being in this team. And the centre-back pairing of both Hincapié, I thought Hincapié did alright. I think Norgard was quite shaky. I mean, he did okay for like somebody that's not meant to be a centre-back, but it was shaky, I'm not going to lie about that. And then we saw the substitutions that came on. When Neri came on, he looked absolutely fantastic. I can't believe we're thinking about loaning him in January. I mean, I want to see him play more games. I want to see him more down the middle, but I don't know if he's going to get that many opportunities, and that's a mad thing to say, especially with all the injuries that we have. I thought Saka coming on, I mean, it just looked all right. I think it was more just to get a bit of a run out, essentially, against Wolves. And you know what the funniest thing is? Because Madueke scored those 2 goals, is he a contender to start for the weekend ahead of Bukayo Saka? That would be something that would be very interesting. And I love Bukayo Saka, but at the end of the day, football is about competing and trying to be better than the player that you're against, especially within your team. And if Madueke is playing better than Saka, then you never know. Maybe he should be playing ahead of Bukayo Saka in the Premier League. Like if he's scoring the goals like this. Don't get me wrong, Saka scored goals too, but you want this healthy competition within the team. Or maybe he'll play on the left. You never know. But it's good to have these sort of discussions, and it's good for the manager to have this headache. And we saw the return of the great Gabriel Jesus after God knows how long, and his ACL injury or whatever it was. And to be honest with you, just to be objective, he did look sharp today. I think some of the passes he's doing was really good. I thought the positionings that he was taking, especially across the pitch, was superb. However, he did get chances on goal, and he just wasn't able to take his dinner. Essentially, he wasn't able to get the goal that he needed to, which is something that was a bit disappointing from him. But if he's gonna continue playing like that, and if he still gets shots on goal, then I think there will be goals to come from him, especially this season. And I think he will provide competition for Gyökeres if he keeps playing like this, especially in the 10 to 15 minutes that I've seen him play, because I don't expect this from Gabriel Jesus, especially after the injuries that he's had. But he looked quite good in my opinion. I think it's quite promising, to be honest with you. But anyhow, 6 out of 6 in the Champions League, we would have thought. But I'm really happy. We just need to keep continuing our run, and I'm really happy that Arteta took the time to really rotate the squad. Although maybe the Norgard thing was just a bit of a mad thing, it worked, so I can't really complain. But yeah, now we got to go to Wolves and just hope we'll see what we can do there. Maybe Saliba will come back, I don't know, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But anyway, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon in the next video, and yeah, great stuff.